Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. This is the English translation of the Majlis of Hazrat Maulana Qamar Uzzaman Saheb Damat Barakatuhum, which took place on Sunday, the 21st of Shawwal 1446, 20th of April 2025. Our Hazrat Wala is saying, فَحُسْنُ الْأَعْمَالِ إِنَّمَا هُوَ بِالْفَهْمِ عَنِ اللَّهِ. That beauty in deeds actually comes about by understanding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Fahm. Wal fahm huwa ma dhakarnahu. And this understanding is what we have mentioned earlier on. Min al-i'tina'i billahi, to be concerned and deeply devoted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and for a person to suffice and only have Allah ta'ala for himself, and to put all his trust in Allah, and to lift his needs and his wants to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and for himself to be always present in the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَالدَّوَامُ بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ. Now, وَكُلُّ ذَلِكَ, all of this what we have said to you are from the fruits of having an understanding of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now, وتفقد وجود الورع من نفسك أكثر مما تفقد ما سواه. Look more for wara' and piety within yourself than you look for anything else. Look more for piety in yourself than from all other characteristics. Look more for piety within yourself than any other characteristic or salient feature. And purify yourself from greed, or rather, let me put it this way to you, having hopes in the makhluk. Purify yourself from this. For the one who has hopes and his heart is attached and tied to the makhluk, thinking that they are going to give him something. If we try to, or if he tries to, purify himself by means of the water of the 7 oceans, he will be unable to purify himself, except that he becomes despondent regarding them, and he does not lift his needs, or he abandons lifting his needs to them. So this tama and having hopes in people this year is something very disastrous. Our Hazrat Wala is saying that Allah Ta'ala bless us with His ma'rifat. Ilahi maqsood man tu hi wa ridai tu muhabbat wa ma'rifat khud bideh. O Allah, my objective is only you and your pleasure, therefore bless me with your love and your recognition. The Mashayikh in Naqshbandiya, this was their khas dua and wazifa wird, and they would repeat it over and over, making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So a person is seeing everything, but he doesn't even see the one who feeds him. He sees everyone, but he hasn't seen Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ilahi maqsood man tuhi wa ridayatu muhabbat wa ma'rifat khud bideh. Now this place is actually supposed to be isi yaad diyani ke liye hai. It is for you to remember and to remind you of all of this here. Aane wali kisse tali jayegi. Jaan tehri jaane wali jayegi. This maut and death can be diverted. Who can actually divert it? when the self stops breathing. Jaan tehri, when your breathing stops, then your soul will be snatched and you will go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is the last time and moments of my life. Hum log ke ab aakhiri waqt hai. It's the last little bit of our lives. If we have got Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we've got everything. So listen, a person can be zakir also, but it's not necessary that he is a salik. That he is truly one who's treading this path to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because he still has this hirs and the stomach within him that his gaze is upon the people. He's not asking from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's desirous of what people have with them. So, the greatest thing for a person when he wants to give waz and he wants to give talks, etc., is that qat' tama'. He can't be having these hopes with people that this one will give me this and this one will give me that. In fact, he should not even be desirous of the praises of people. Now, how long and how many long years I've been reading from this kitab, but the topics and articles and the ulum and the ma'arif just doesn't seem to be coming to an end. So waz kehne ki bhi sifat hai. They are also prerequisites and characteristics for a person himself who delivers, who wishes to deliver sermons and to give waz. So Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Saheb also used to dismiss the people. Go, you people are dunyadar. You have come here for the dunya. And what can I tell you people? Senior people used to also be there, but he used to dismiss them. He used to remove them from the majlis, saying to them that you people have come here for dunya. Deen matloob hai, na ke dunya. Deen should be sought for, not dunya. To qat' tama', this abandoning the hopes that we have within ourselves for people, to abandon that and remove that from ourselves, that's actually the asal and the essence. And we should put our trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Our Hazrat Wala thereafter goes on to say that on one occasion, Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu ta'ala an, وقدم علي ibn Abi Talib كرم الله وجهه البصرة. Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an came to Basra. فدخل جامعها, he entered the Jama Masjid. فوجد القصاص يقصون. He found in the masjid, at different places in the masjid, people giving advice and nasihat, etc. فأقامهم. He asked them all to leave, one by one. حتى جاء إلى الحسن البصري رضي الله تعالى عنه, until he came to Hasan al-Basri رضي الله تعالى عنه. فقال يا فتى. So he went on to say, O young man, إني سائلك عن أمر. I'm about to ask you something. Listen. فإن أجبت عنه أبقيتك وإلا أقمتك. If you can answer me well, I will keep you here. I will allow you to continue with your talks, and if not, I will dismiss you. كما أقمت أصحابك, like how I dismissed your companions. وكان قد رأى عليه سمتا وهديا. And he seen in him at that time great signs, very promising signs of piety and hidayat in him. فقال الحسن. Hasan rahimahullah ta'ala said, Sal amma shi't. He was confident. He said, ask as you wish, whatever you want. فقال له علي رضي الله تعالى عنه. Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an went on to ask him, मा मिलाकुद्दीन, deen ki jar kya hai? What is the foundation and the roots of the deen? He answered, al-wara'. It is piety. He went on to say, فَمَا فَسَادُ الدِّينِ قَالَ الطَّمَعُ. What is the cause of the destruction of deen? He went on to say, having hopes in people. Immediately Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala and said, Ijlis, فَمِثْلُكَ مَنْ يَتَكَلَّمَ عَلَى النَّاسِ فَمِثْلُكَ مَنْ يَتَكَلَّمُ عَلَى النَّاسِ. The likes of you, sit. The likes of you should definitely sit and admonish people, give bayan to people. So Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab used to scold and he would reprimand that you people have come here. You want khilafat so that you can eat. So that you can eat. You are dunyadar. Taake khana mil jaye. Now you tell me, can someone easily say this to great people who had come there for Islah? To khulus se aao paoge. Tama se aoge, mahroom rahoge. Listen, if you come with sincerity, you will achieve. But if you come with this greed and with this hopes that you have in your heart that people will give you something, then you would be deprived. You would be deprived. وَسَمِعْتُ شَيْخَنَا أَبَا الْعَبَّاسِ رَضِيَ اللَّهُ تَعَالَى عَنْهُ. I heard from our Shaykh Abu al-Abbas radiallahu ta'ala an. He said that I was in the beginning of my matter at the boundaries of Iskandariya. So I went to one of the people who actually knew me, and I purchased from him something, one of my needs, binisfi dirhamin, worth half a dirham. And then I said to myself, فَلَعَلَّهُ لَا يَأْخُذُهُ مِنِّي. I just hope that he doesn't charge me. I hope that he doesn't take the money from me. There and there, فَهَاتِفَ بِهَاتِفٌ. From the ghaib, I hear the voice saying, As-salamatu fid deen, bitarki tama' fil makhluqeen. If you want salamati, if you want peace, if you want protection in your deen, then it will come when you abandon hopes that you have regarding the makhluk. Here you want him to give you a discount. You want him that he must not charge you. Abandon that. Abandon that. And I also heard him saying, Saheb tama', a person who has this type of hopes in people will never ever be satiated. Do you not look, or have you not pondered over the letters Ta, Mim and Ain? They are all empty letters, mujawwafa. They are without dots. They are empty like that. So a person who has tama' and this greed and hopes in people will also just remain empty like that. He will not achieve anything whatsoever. So Allah Ta'ala humko tariq par rakhe. Allah Ta'ala keep us on the path, walking to Him, in search of Him. Don't have ummeed and hopes in the makhluk. Hazrat Wala is saying about Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab that in his early days, student days at Darul Deoband, he did not even have one black dime, not even one paisa in his pocket at that time. So that was thabit, and this also was thabit, that he never ever asked. He never ever took from anyone. On one occasion, Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab took to task one person who came to him for Islah, and he says to him, listen, why have you come? He says, I've come for karamat and miracles. He asks him again, Do you want to see the miracle in me or the miracle in yourself? He says, no, I want to see the miracle in myself. So Hazrat Maulana Shah Wasiullah Sahab then says to him, you want karamat for yourself so that you can have food, so that people will say, hey, he's such a great saint, and then throw money at his feet. So he would keep on negating the stomach and this greed and hopes that people have with people. Take that out of you. Dil ko usse khali rakho, saaf rakho. And keep it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah ta'ala keep us established on His deen. See, this coming and going also is all for that. It must be only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you say, take Allah's name once, properly, only for Him, if you take His name once, it is so weighty, it is greater than this entire world and whatever it contains. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His love for me and for you. Allah ta'ala keep us well established on His deen. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم بحرمة سيد النبي الكريم صلى الله عليه وسلم.